Do you have any further update on Ime?
No, I do not. But it's a grade 2, which is usually in the weeks range. I haven't heard specifically.
Last night, Aaron sort of stepped into that role, I guess, those minutes. Is that the plan going forward, or are there some matchups that doesn't work as well?
No, I mean, I think we're going to do it by committee a little bit. I think the lineup that we had out there, even when Ime was in the game, we had Jay Sean there, another guy that can initiate. So we do have some guys that can kind of play up or down and fill in some different roles. So, yeah, we'll look at it game to game. Reggie had been playing up until that point. So we'll see what we like game by game.
Are you okay with Aaron and Fred for extended minutes together, the 2-6-0 guys?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the team, for sure. Teams that have bigger wings, obviously, that'll pose some threats there. But Aaron is a guy that, similar to his brother, doesn't have the height of Drew, but he's a very physical, tough guy that can play on and off the ball. I think Fred does as well. So, although they're not the tallest backcourt, they complement each other with the way they play. And so, ask the coaches around here, Aaron's one of our more physical players, and so he plays a little bit bigger than he is.
Do you expect Cam to start getting minutes in any discernible way? And if so, what do you want to see from him? And if not, what do you want to see from him then in practice?
Well, it depends. It's like I said, game by game. And it could be Reggie, could be Aaron, could be Cam, or any combination of Jay Sean at the backup point. And so we'll see what that entails based on game by game. But with Cam, it's just continue to learn. We got a lot of young guys that are learning on the fly, and he's one of the younger ones. And so I want to see consistency with him, whether it's in the game, whether it's in practice. And I think he's been staying positive, keeping his mind right and getting the work in that he needs. So, that's all we can ask him until he gets his opportunity.
Ime now kind of has hit pause on his rookie season, small sample. What did you like, and where do you want to see him grow when he gets back on the court?
Yeah, I liked his confidence and aggressiveness. Never really shied away from the moment. He had jitters and bounced back pretty well, and so for him, it's just stay locked in and engaged while you're not playing. And you can obviously you're going to be getting your rehab and your treatment, but also stay up to date with what we're doing as a team, the things we're adding as we go, and he's a student of the game, so I'm not really worried about that.
I'm sure the win was nice, but there were still some mental lapses and mistakes throughout the game last night. Just how do you, as the coach, decide to coach those moments when you see the free throw line box out errors or nobody picking up LaMelo after a made free throw? How do you coach those moments? Do you bench guys? Do you just get after them in practice? How do you do that?
All of the above, honestly. We had some mistakes, and I had some quick substitutions due to those. We had an extensive. Today was more of a teaching, learning day, short and sweet on the court, but we had a 45-minute film session, and we watched a lot of those clips, situational things, and then also basically watched from our 18-point lead at 53-35 to the end of the quarter. So we went through that whole scenario with the team and talked about what we saw, what we didn't, why we got the lead and why it dissipated. And so you touch on it all different ways, and then we get on the court and walk over those situations and kind of reiterate those. With us, we have some veterans, but the young guys, it's almost like it's an everyday thing. Can't touch it enough, and we did a good amount today.
And how much do you rely on those veterans to kind of help you in real time, like in the middle of the game, or obviously in practice, that kind of thing, help identify those moments and try to squash them before they become repetitive?
Yeah, you do, and I think you lean on them for good shot selection. And we looked at that lead that we lost. It was due to turnovers and shot selection. We have been playing very well together, making the simple play, and then kind of started with the Alpi pass over the top and snowballed from there, and then it just became bad shots. So you want them to calm us down in those times, but at the same time, young guys got to take onus and step up as well and understand when something's not going well and what plays to make and not to play at that time.
Did you ever meet Bob Knight?
Yes, at USA Basketball, briefly, but when I was there with Coach Pop with the select team, he was there visiting Coach K, so talked to him briefly at those USA things. Didn't get to know him that well, but obviously watched him growing up. Played against him once when I was in college, played against Indiana, and so we know the legend he is and all that and what he meant to the game, but didn't know him that well personally, but obviously hard-nosed coach, and saw all the things growing up, and so a guy that I obviously knew a ton about. He was in my era coming up through college.
Is there anything that you take from him with your style?
Well, I'm more him than John Wooden, I guess, as far as being vocal and yelling and all that, so I take some of that, but not to that extent. I'm not throwing chairs or anything like that.
Do you remember anything about the game that you played against him?
Yeah, we were in the Pete Newell Classic out in the Bay Area at the Warriors Arena. I was with University of San Francisco playing against Indiana, so you know, they beat us, close game, but you know, nothing specific about him in that game other than Indiana was who they were in that time. You know, hard-nosed team, played tough, and you know, high-level team.
A little bit of a different music selection today. Was that you or somebody else?
That is Coach Bostic in the white shirt right there. He's in charge, and you know, we had to go in to ramp him up early and then calmed it down on the free throw. So I let Josh take care of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Good.
Thank you.